Hello. This is my speech on why college athletes should be paid. Um, how would you feel if you were a main cog in a multi-million dollar industry and you weren't seeing a dime of it? What if people were such fans of you that they were willing to give you free stuff, but you couldn't use it or couldn't take it because of the legality of things? This is what college athletes in today's world have to go through. Because college athletes have to be so dedicated to their craft, they couldn't work for extra money even if they wanted. The rules that restrict college athletes from receiving compensation were set up the way they are to match what was needed at the time. And just like times change, so should the rules. The NCAA and colleges make so much money off of these athletes that it should be considered immoral and illegal as they're practically stealing from these athletes and their families. College athletes today, specifically basketball and football players, work harder than anyone else that is part of $1 million industry that receives no pay. You would not find anybody else like this in the world. College athletes work long hours. They wake up early in the morning for their conditioning and strength training programs. After that, they will have several classes to attend, and after that, they will have a long and physical practice. After all of that, whatever free time is left is used to rest and do homework. And every system that has a system of rules set up, if their rules were to become outdated and inefficient, they would change them. My main example for this would be the American government, which has amended several laws that they have made over time that do not affect the current times. They, From its start in 1906, the National Collegiate Athletic Association was created to protect young people from the dangerous and exploitative athletic practices of the time, according to the NCAA website. Um, in my opinion, they have failed as college athletes are being exploited now more than ever. Even students that receive academic scholarships work student financial aid programs which help them earn a little extra cash. College athletes have no such option. Around 1950, athletic scholarships were created to give underprivileged kids an opportunity to attend high-profile schools. In the 50s, this was considered enough, but now in today's world and economy, the athletes could use a little more assistance. A lot of people will suggest that because these kids have such a bright future ahead of them, that it's alright for them not to be paid. My response to that would be the average NFL career lasts 3.5 years. Just because you get to the NFL does not mean you will receive one of those highly touted $100 million contracts. I believe that college athletes should be paid for their performance on the field, which happens every Saturday for between 3 to 4 years. It should be illegal for the NCAA to steal from its athletes, but really they should be considered their employees. According to the NCAA website, in 2012, the total revenue collected by the NCAA was calculated at $871.6 million. The athletes, or the reason so much money is being made, is collected a total of zero. The top five football coaches, in terms of salary, receive a total of $24.2 million combined. The top five athletes combined receive a total of zero. According to USA Today, 6 years ago, 42 coaches made at least $1 million. Now, at least all these coaches make at least $2 million. One of them, Dabo Sweeney, the Clemson head football coach, transferred raises to his assistants, adding to the growing class of highly paid assistant coaches. He says, and I quote, "Part of my philosophy was, I've got this money that was due to me, and I don't need it. I make plenty of money. If a college football coach feels that he makes too much money, why is it that these college athletes on his team cannot receive a little bit of the revenue that the NCAA makes?" In conclusion, college athletes should be paid for three reasons. They work very hard and should be compensated for their hard work. They work harder than any student on campus as they attend practice and strength training and conditioning programs every day. The second reason why they should be paid is the times have changed as well as the economy, and the rules set by the NCAA should reflect that. Once upon a time, the rules set affected the NCAA in a good way as they took away from the exploitive nature of colleges. Now, the colleges are using those rules to exploit the teenagers. The NCAA should be considering these players employees as they work hard on Saturdays for them, and the reason that the revenue is brought in by the NCAA is all because of these kids. There's no reason why these kids shouldn't at least receive a piece of the revenue that is collected. Hopefully that the NCAA will reconsider their position on whether college athletes should be paid or not.